Okay, so by looking at the thumbnail and the title, you know what we're gonna talk about. This is the first flagship to launch in India with Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, the OnePlus 15. And this will start the whole generation of next tier flagships. But they have made some bold claims about the performance, and parallelly, some talks are going on like OnePlus is shifting from an all-round flagship to a performance-centric flagship. In fact, if you compare this OnePlus 15 to the previous year's OnePlus 13, the camera sensors are downgraded. Even this is the first OnePlus phone after 5 years to come without Hasselblad branding. Like look, there's nothing. So, is the new OnePlus 15 a camera downgrade? Well, we have been using this phone for about a month now, so the question that has to be asked is OnePlus 15 the comeback of OnePlus? And we also have the OnePlus 13 here, so how good are the cameras? Moreover, new OxygenOS 16 is here. We'll answer all of that. This is the only video you need to watch on the internet. Pratik, TechWiser, let's effing go. Now you get this big red box, and inside the box, get some fresh air, like quite rare in Delhi. There's the phone, there's a color matching case, some paperwork, a 120-watt SuperVOOC fast charger, and a Type A to Type C cable along with a SIM ejector tool. Everything you need with the phone is inside the box. Now before we get to that juicy camera part, there are 5 interesting facts about this phone. Now, number 1 is design. If you compare the OnePlus flagship series, they almost have a new design every year. Now the OnePlus 15 is available in 3 colors in India: Infinite Black, Sandstorm, and Ultraviolet. Now we have the Sandstorm color over here and it looks fantastic. If you rub your hands on the back, you can feel a texture here. If you look closely, there are small pores. So OnePlus has used a process which blasts electricity on the frame to give it a ceramic-like coating, and it is only with this color. So it's very smooth to touch, quite different from anything you have felt on a smartphone. And plus, the Sandstorm color has fiberglass on the back. The rest of the colors come with Corning Gorilla Glass 7i on the back. So the Sandstorm color is slightly more durable than others. In fact, as usual, I dropped the phone at OnePlus event in front of them and it was kind of embarrassing, but no damage done. On the back, they have moved on from a circular design to a squircle camera island with just the OnePlus logo. This design looks very similar to the OnePlus 13s. Now, considering this has a huge battery, it weighs fairly light, around 212 to 215 grams. Number 2, RIP alert slider. This is the first OnePlus flagship to come without the alert slider. Now OnePlus has killed the alert slider and instead you get a plus key now. And you can do a bunch of things with it, turn on flashlight and all of that. But what's interesting is, by default, if you press the button once, it stores the information on your screen. Now you can double press and it opens the Mindspace app which stores all the information. I know nothing has something similar to this, but this Mindspace app is way ahead. Like, I just took a screenshot of WhatsApp chat where I had to do 3 different tasks on 3 different dates. It automatically suggested creating 3 different events in the Google Calendar. In fact, suppose if I have to go on a trip, I just take screen grabs of popular places along with flight information, and everything is stored in Mindspace. And now I can ask Gemini to create an itinerary based on the same Mindspace information. It smartly takes all of that data and you get exactly what you need. Like much personalized results in Gemini due to Mindspace. Now there are other features in Mindspace. You can check out this OxygenOS 16 video to know more. And we try to do more in-depth practical smartphone videos rather than just unboxing. So make sure you subscribe to boost our motivation. Now the third thing is, this is one of the few phones to come with a 6.7-inch 165Hz refresh rate display. It's LTPO. Now the first thing that I noticed here is the bezel size. If you keep the OnePlus 13 side by side, you can see the difference. Bezel is almost non-existent. Now compared to the OnePlus 13, that one had a Quad HD Plus display at 120Hz. So yeah, technically this is a slightly lower resolution here, but practically it is not possible to have a 165Hz 2K display with accurate colors, so nobody makes it. Now by default, the refresh rate is set to auto. In auto, the refresh rate stays at 120Hz. Only in games like COD or BGMI, the refresh rate goes to 165Hz. But we'll get to the performance and technical part in just a moment. How is the display in daily usage? Now in my usage while traveling for the launch event, I watched, they called him OG on Netflix. The brightness, colors and all are pretty good here. In fact, it has HDR10, HEVC, Dolby Vision and the newest codec. So the visuals were great, but the movie was not recommended. Again, while using the display outdoors for navigation or booking rides, the display outdoors was pretty bright. Now the peak brightness of the display is 3600 to 4000 nits, but OnePlus didn't mention that. Kudos that brands are going away with gimmicky peak brightness number and mentioning high brightness mode. Including all of this, the OnePlus 15 comes with an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, so with a slight touch only, the phone unlocks. But what bothers you every single day is battery life. On paper, the OnePlus 15 comes with a 7300 mAh lithium-ion battery with about 15% silicon carbon anode, the maximum on any smartphone. In fact, it is one of the few flagships to have the biggest battery. And battery life is mad crazy on this thing. Like in my usage of navigation, camera, scrolling reels, taking notes and all of that, I didn't charge my phone straight for 2 days. Here are the screenshots of the battery usage. It is great. In fact, I was using the phone at 165Hz all the time. It still lasted me 1.5 days with 8+ hours of SOT. During my travel, I had zero anxiety about battery. I even took a power bank on the trip, but I was mostly charging the iPhone Air with it. Oh, the battery is still dead. RIP. Now, in terms of charging, it supports 120 watt fast charging with the charger included in the box. It takes about 35 to 40 minutes to go 100%. You also get wireless charging. In fact, it supports 50 watt of Super Whoop wireless charging, but you need to get the official OnePlus charger for that. Now, it supports magnetic wireless charging, so all those MagSafe accessories will work. In fact, I got this cool OnePlus cooling fan that also snaps back here, and this is how it will work. Also, there's support for reverse wireless charging, so you can easily charge your TWS or something like that. Rest, there's IP rating. This time around, it has IP66 plus IP68 plus IP69 plus IP69K. So basically, it can survive all those adventures. Now, the fourth interesting thing is software. What you see and feel every time you unlock the phone is the software. The OnePlus 15 comes with the all-new OxygenOS 16 based on Android 16. And boy, oh boy, the phone here just glides. It comes with parallel processing. Now, I know what you're thinking. What the heck is that? Well, if you tap and open an app, and before the app opens, you can tap somewhere else and the other animation starts. This is parallel processing. Along with this, there are some other AI features as well. So in the global search, if you go and search for my flight ticket, you not only get the ticket file, you can even ask about the baggage guidelines for the upcoming flight as well, and it will refer the internet on the document to get you a complete answer. Next is AI writer. So let's say I want to upload this photo on my Instagram. I just select the photo here and just tap on AI writer. It automatically understands the context of the photo and also suggests captions for that. So no more hours of searching for captions or juggling between different AI websites for just a caption. Then in the gallery as well, you get a bunch of AI features. You can remove reflections, you can upscale an old photo, and even fix the composition of a photo as well. Like the entire time during the trip, I was just taking photos, not bothering about the people around me because I knew I could remove them later on using AI eraser. Now again, all of these new AI features are good, but I have one question here. Why did you remove the AI summary option? Like, it was there in OxygenOS 15 and it was very helpful personally for me because I used it quite a lot to summarize the news quickly in the morning. Along with this, there's another feature that makes OnePlus phones even better. There's O+ Connect. So all you have to do is install the same app on the iPhone, and now you do this, bang. They just nailed Android to iOS transfer. Like, how did they do it? I'm not sure. You can also connect your OnePlus phone with a MacBook, so you get all that notifications, file transfer, etc. Like, they have really nailed that Android to macOS or iPhone connectivity. Now, in terms of software update, OnePlus 15 will get 4 years of Android updates and 6 years of security updates. Now, the fifth thing is Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. The OnePlus 15 is the first phone in India to come with the all-new flagship chip, Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Yes, there's no 8 Elite 2, 8 Elite 3. It's directly 8 Elite Gen 5. And it's not just the processor that's new here. You even get top-of-the-line RAM and storage. Even the 16GB variant comes with a new RAM type. Now, along with the processor, it also comes with 2 other custom chips made by OnePlus. First is the dedicated Wi-Fi chip. Now, the second chip here is touch response chip. Now, in normal usage, it won't make that of a difference, but in tasks like BGMI, when you're playing with 4 fingers, the screen needs to be ultra responsive to collect the taps, which we'll get to in just a moment, but that should be better with this chip. So we ran AnTuTu benchmark, which runs the CPU, RAM, and everything at full power. Accordingly, it gives a score to it. The OnePlus 15 scores about 35.2 lakh. Next, we ran the CPU throttling test to check the overheating, and the graph here is all green. In 3D Mark as well, the OnePlus 15 has better stability scores, but these are benchmark scores. Do they also tell a similar story in real life usage as well? Well, we tested it intensively. Now, these days, a lot of us edit videos on our phones for stories or reels. On Instagram edits, we have a 4K video project on OnePlus 15 and iPhone 17 Pro. With FX and music added, the OnePlus 15 always exports the video 2 times faster. and we did this test multiple times, the OnePlus 15 was clearly beating the iPhone 17 Pro. Now, we pushed the OnePlus 15 further by playing games. Now, in Call of Duty on OnePlus 15, Call of Duty natively supports 165 FPS at medium graphics. In other games like BGMI, it runs at 165 FPS, but this is generated frames, not native FPS support. Now, this frame generation is different from other phones where you see a dedicated chip for this. Here, it is done because of OnePlus' new feature, OnePlus Gaming Core. So, OnePlus has worked with Snapdragon and they have written extra codes at the GPU level. So, this ensures that the frames are generated in the Snapdragon GPU itself. Now, this mechanism is slightly more efficient and consumes lesser battery than other phones. Now, the gameplay was good, not a lot of bugs. It was just once that my main character in the game just froze. I tried moving it back or front, but it just won't. But after a minute or so, the character started moving. It's a random game bug. So we played this game for about half an hour and we got an average FPS of 152. Next, we pushed it further and played Delta Force at high settings. You can play it at medium graphics at 120 FPS. Again, the gameplay was smooth and the average FPS that we got here was 112.1. So the OnePlus claim of high FPS is actually holding up. Now, credit where due, these are the games that will come with 165 FPS support on the OnePlus 15. So to sum up the performance, it was already good on the OnePlus 13. With the OnePlus 15, they have made it even better. Now, more flagships are due to launch, but this phone right here is one of the best performance phones we have seen this year. And now, because of OnePlus' extra focus on performance, there has been a guess made online about the compromise in one section, camera. Which brings me to the camera. The OnePlus 15 comes with a 50 megapixel triple camera setup, and if you look at the camera island here, there is no H logo, and the reason is the OnePlus and Hasselblad partnership is already over in 2024. From now on, OnePlus Flagship would come with their in-house Detail Max engine. Now, this engine sort of uses AI and software processing to give you sharper images. In fact, when you turn on this option, high resolution, the OnePlus 15 now captures some photos in 26 megapixel instead of 12 megapixel. Now, if you see side by side with the OnePlus 13, in terms of sharpness, it just beats the OnePlus 13. But having said that, 26 megapixel photos only happen in good daylight condition, and it only happens at 1x and 3.5x, and only when the ISO is under 1000. You don't have any control with it, it's automatic. Now, during my trip, I took more than 500 photos on the OnePlus 15. First of all, there is very minimal color shift in any of the lenses. The colors from all the lenses are similar. Now, because of this higher processing, the photos are damn good. Like, look at the edge detection on this portrait mode photo. Insane. Now, since the sensor is smaller this year, the OnePlus 15 tries to switch to night mode quite a few times when the light goes down. Now, it could be a problem if you have shaky hands, but OnePlus sort of combats it. Like, even if I shake my hand during the night mode photo, so it takes earlier frames from the photo to make sure your photo is not blurred, but at times it still makes some part of the image blurry. Overall, even in terms of video, it is a solid one. You can shoot maximum in 8K 30 FPS, which is good. You can also shoot in 4K 120 FPS, that too in Dolby Vision. We shot this entire Singapore shots on this phone and you can see the footage. At some time there is a hint of noise in videos when you're shooting against sunlight, but that can be solved if you use Pro Video mode. Overall, I would say they have worked on the software processing of the camera. Like, most of the magic is in software. Like, I'm impressed. So this was about the OnePlus 15. Now, what's the conclusion here? The OnePlus 15 starts with 68,999 with bank offers, and at that price, I would say yes, this is worth that buy. On top of it, I believe you get lifetime Greenland warranty under Project Starlight. Also, I'll check and pin it in the comment. There is a 2-year warranty on battery health as well. See, OnePlus phones were more known for their performance, and what it was lacking, well, it was this. The HDR issue, the human skin tone. If only they improved their software game. And right now, OnePlus' whole ColorOS, OxygenOS situation is just weird. Now, OnePlus started to fix the software. With OxygenOS 15, they did a pretty good job, but with OxygenOS 16, they are back to being one of the best. Now, the cameras, well, with the new image processing engine, they are spot on. Like, honestly, I didn't expect a OnePlus phone camera to be this good. So, ask all your questions. We'll answer all of them for the next 1 hour. On that note, this is signing off. See you in the next video. Pew, pew, pew.